Hey, so we haven't uploaded in a while, and I wanted to take this opportunity to talk about that. There's a list of things I want to talk about, and hopefully if I don't forget about it during the editing process, the list should show up beside me right about now. Damn it, future Dylan, you missed your mark. Guess you better put it up now instead. Okay, so to start off, I hope you all had a happy new year and a good Christmas. We did too, right up until the new year started. So first off, we spent Christmas in Florida, as some people may know, with one of our patrons. Some pictures of that happening here. After we got back from that, Mandy moved to a new hospital at the start of the new year, and new jobs can be pretty hectic, especially with me picking up my first US clients during December. For those that don't know, I'm a psychotherapist and Mandy's a veterinary nurse, and while I'm in the middle of the immigration process, I don't get to work until my visa arrives in about 6 months or so. So naturally all my clients right now are pro bono work, and anyone who tells you any differently can show you the receipts or it didn't happen. Definitely not happening. Wink!
Sorcerer? What kind of jerk would pick sorcerer? Wink!
Now, this wasn't the biggest of deals. A little stalling on some of the work we had to do for the show, but not the end of the world until Mandy had to go into hospital. At the perfect time for our channel, Mandy had to get fistula repair surgery, which left her in recovery for a couple of weeks, with me having to temporarily play full-time carer. So, simply put, the beginning of our year sucked. And we are finally at the point where we can work on videos again, which is awesome. Which brings me to the next point on our list. So, when we started making this show, the first thing I realised was that we'd need a buffer of episodes so that if anything went wrong, we could keep releasing on schedule. Unfortunately, we burnt through our buffer when I first moved to the US, and we simply haven't had the chance to build the buffer back up, hence why the last episode got delayed for so long. I don't like giving long unannounced hiatuses like that, so I want to build our buffer back up again, which means that our normal broadcast is going to be taking a temporary hiatus. I know a few people are going to want to know why now, and why not just do this before releasing the episode we just released. Good question, hypothetical person I just made up. So there's a couple of reasons. Firstly, the episode we just released about the Phoenix Wright anime is the last one we had written, which isn't an anime chosen by our patrons. Link to the Patreon in the description below, along with a Discord, where you can meet the wonderful people that paid to make us watch really bad anime. And also our Twitter and Facebook and some other social media, I think. I want to make sure I do our paying supporters proper justice in the episodes we make for them, so I'm going to dedicate a little bit more time to some of the animation work. Which brings me to the other reason why I wanted to take the break here, because it's not just a buffer I want to build. As dedicated fans of the show might have noticed, we've gone from purely stop-start animation to actually fluidly animating stuff. I mean, look at Butterfree Go! You'd be surprised how little time this particular animation took to make. But right now, the animation I can get away with is limited by the art assets we're using. These sprites I use for me and Mandy were really only ever designed to host a few basic reactions, not the full motion animation I have been doing. You'll notice some weird artifacting issues in some of the episodes, particularly the Phoenix Wright one. That's just because of the way the art assets are designed. Prepping them to do more than just basic stop-start animation is something that's just going to take time. More than that, so far I've been animating entirely in Movie Maker and OBS, which are really not designed for the kind of animation I want to be able to manage. I'm starting to dabble with Flash to make the videos all around look more appealing. Like this. Look at the stuff I've been working on. It's not finished yet. But this is the start of what I'm trying to do. My animating abilities in any program are entirely self-taught, so this is all just stuff that's going to take time as I learn how to make it while I'm in the process of making it. At the end of the day, I know a lot of our viewers see this as a review channel, but for me, I see this as an animation channel, and Mandy and I are capable of so much better animation than we're doing right now. And our supporters are awesome, so of course you deserve better than what we're making right now. So I'm sure some people people are worried about what this means for the release schedule. I mean, we already had to miss January's videos and most of February's too, and now we're going on hiatus. I don't want to keep people in the dark, and I don't want to go months without releasing content again. So while we're building a more robust system and improving the quality of the artwork, I have some interim content planned out. This is mostly stuff that should involve very little artwork from Mandy and a lot of animation from me, which will give me a lot of time to practice my animation skills and give Mandy the opportunity to focus on prepping new artwork for what I'm loosely going to describe as Season 2. The idea is to have, at the very least, one episode release a month during the hiatus. If I can manage more, I'll manage more, but it really depends on how well animating them goes at the end of the day. In addition to that, as anyone on the Discord probably knows by now, we're supposed to hold a regular event with our patrons where we watch a show together, largely to give us the opportunity to see the anime they want us to talk about, while also giving them something back for their contributions. So far, it's been a little lackluster, but I'm currently improving our tech for it so we can stream what we're watching over Discord, and they can get some live reactions from us. Want to see a sneak preview of some of our pretty sweet stream tech? So, Mandy? We need to record a demo for the YouTube, and this looks like it's gonna be it. Really? That's the best you got? Do you think it's gonna be clear that this animation is all done live when people see it? Really? 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 Okay, so maybe I'm more excited about this than everyone else, but you have no idea how difficult this was to set up using my poor potato of a laptop. Yes, new computers are high on our list of things we need to get to improve the show. Which brings me neatly on to the next piece of exciting news. We're building a website. For those that don't know our moderator, Meiji, this is the man who's building it right now. Partly for our own benefit, because I want someone I know and trust to build and maintain our website, and partly for his benefit. Meiji is a great programmer but hasn't had much opportunity in the field, and this gets to be his first paying gig making a website. As a lot of our community already know, we're big on supporting young and upcoming creators, so we try to spread the love and give other people opportunities whenever we can. Because, I mean, we've both had to build artistic reputations from the ground up in the past, and it's rough to do. Meiji and I have been working on some really cool tech for the website, and hopefully it should allow us to make the show more fun for everyone. Apart from anything else, I've been wanting to tweak our Patreon rewards for a while, and the website's an important part of that process. Right now, our patrons just straight up vote on what content we create. It seems simple enough, but a fair vote is boring. It's very democratic, but not as interesting. So, the concept we've been working on is the Wheel of Doom. Patent pending. No more free and fair system. What do you think this is? A country that isn't America, where the person that wins the popular vote also wins the election? That's crazy talk. This is America. We need to make it so even if almost no one wants you to rule the country, just one vote could get you the position. I'm looking at you, John Quincy Adams. I'm looking at you, Rutherford Hayes. I'm looking at you, Benjamin Harrison. So to make things more interesting, I figured we'd put everyone's vote on a wheel and spin the wheel. Then, whoever's vote the wheel lands on, we murder them. Or we just watch whatever anime they pick. Regardless, one of the reasons I wanted the website was because I want to make things more interesting. Once the site's up and running, anyone with an account on the website can vote. But for every $1 you donate on our Patreon, you get an extra vote. That's right, want 15,000 votes, only to lose to that one guy who has a single vote because RNG's a bitch? Donate $15,000 to us on Patreon. Even better, Meiji, being the genius he is going to have the website set up so that you can log in via your YouTube account. That's pretty cool, right? Which means that we can also offer little bonuses to our subscribers and our friends' subscribers. Maybe if I play about with the tech, we can offer bonuses depending on how many of our videos you watch and how regularly you watch them. This is all stuff I'm going to have to play about with what we can actually do with the technology. And there's a bunch of other things we we have in the works for the website as well. But if I keep talking about it, Meiji's going to have to sue me for giving away trade secrets from my own website. That being said, I do want to figure out some more Patreon goals. The last one we had was to make enough to build a website, and we have that now. So, ideas in the comments section below, guys. I want to know what you guys want to see us able to do with this show. I definitely like to hire a bigger team to help me work on the show, to be honest. Being able to outsource the entire audio edit and hire an animator would be a nice way to take some of the weight off mine and Mandy's shoulders, but that stuff is way out of our budget right now. I also want to spend some time upgrading our hardware. Our audio setup is pretty nice, but our computers could use an upgrade. I think they're all 6 years old at the least right now, and not great for when we bought them. Next, we should talk about some of the upcoming videos I plan to make in the interim. Naturally, I don't want to give away everything, but there's a few things that I know are long awaited, so I wanted to talk about them. Firstly, yes, we will be telling the 72 Cookies story. If you haven't been asking for it, then you're probably not from our friend Madrybread's channel, and you should go check out his content. Link in the description below. Thanks to YouTube Analytics, I know about half of our subscribers are here from the Season 3 trailer for 7 Deadly Sins, so I'm talking to you, Meliodas fans. Yes, we'll be doing an episode on the second 7 Deadly Sins season when the next season comes out in the US, as soon as Mandy finishes watching the next season. This is a weird one, guys. This is where I enjoyed the anime, and Mandy hasn't seen it all yet. I've also made no secret of the fact that I want to do a video on hate mail, and I've finally received just enough hate mail that I can do that. So, last chance to hate on me if you want to get in our first hate mail video. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of hyped to see all the horrible things you guys said about me. I also know a lot of our community are interested in our D&D shenanigans. At some point, I plan to run some campaigns for our patrons, but in the meantime, we have some old D&D stories worth repeating, like the time Mandy milked her friend's nipples. Also, yes, I owe you all some more duck situation. It's coming, I promise.
One eternity later.
Man, I've been talking in this recording for like an hour. I'm hoping I can remember to cut out most of this, and I'm not through all of the stuff that I intended to get through originally. This video ended up being longer than I expected. Did I mention we got Christmas presents from fans? These are hats that we were sent by Fiery Bee. Also, my blackboard still has Gilfin Tights written on it from New Year's. Thanks a lot, Jason. For those not in the loop, one of the rules our forum has is no context needed, so I guess I'll have to talk about that another time. Or not talk about it another time, as the rule may dictate.